Now to a major move by the Biden administration, granting temporary legal status to nearly 500,000 Venezuelan migrants who are already here in the U.S. The decision is meant to ease the burden on U.S. cities as the number of border crossings returns to near record levels. Manuel Bojorquez is in El Paso, Texas, with more on all of this. Manny, good morning.
Anne-Marie, good morning to you. As you know, local leaders here in El Paso are veterans when it comes to providing food and shelter to those who have newly arrived. But once again, some of those organizers tell me they're being pushed to the brink. You are at a crisis level here.
I would say yes.
John Martin is deputy director of the shelter in El Paso. He says the inflow of migrants has been increasing for weeks.
All of the downtown shelters are all working over capacity. We simply don't want to say no.
At another migrant support center, even the floor is welcome refuge for Marjorie Hernandez and Carlos Mota and their two small children. It took them 2 months to make the more than 3,000-mile trek from Venezuela to Texas.
There
is work, but you can't make ends meet. As first reported by CBS News, the Biden administration is granting temporary legal status to more than 470,000 Venezuelan migrants already in the U.S. The move promises to speed up their approvals for work permits. That could potentially ease the pressure on states to provide services such as housing to tens of thousands of migrants.
I anticipate, unfortunately, that we'll continue to see these increases on a daily basis.
Near Eagle Pass, Texas this week, more than 5,000 people streamed through in a day. The influx prompted the mayor to sign an emergency declaration, while in Arizona, hundreds were detained, some in makeshift cages. The influx is also being felt in states thousands of miles away.
Don't try to send people.
In New York, migrant arrivals have divided the city. Officials say $2 billion has been spent since last year to house more than 100,000 migrants bused to the city. Many asylum seekers told us waiting in Mexico was not a viable option. In your view, Mexico is just too unsafe. Muy peligroso allí para usted y su familia.
Es horrible.
On Wednesday, the Defense Department said it would send an additional 800 active duty service members to the border to supplement the 2,500 who are already here. Anne-Marie?
So let's talk a little bit about this temporary status given to Venezuelans. You know, 470,000 over. I'm sure a good chunk of those are children, too. But why Venezuelans?
Well, the government views Venezuela as a failed state, essentially, and says that because of the economic hardships and the political problems that country has been having for so long now, it's really not feasible to send many of these people back to their country. So that's why the Venezuelans have been included in this rather sizable number, 470,000 of them who arrived in the last few years to be granted this temporary status. Again, it is temporary. It's 18 months where they don't face deportation proceedings, where they can continue to apply for asylum in this country. But the big key there is also to apply for work permits, an expedited process of applying for work permits there, so hopefully they can stand on their own feet and be able to provide for their families.
So, you know what critics are saying is that this is the sort of thing that incentivizes illegal crossings. People are going to rush the border so they can take advantage of this. How's the administration responding?
That is indeed one of the criticisms of this action, that it could incentivize people to try to come to the border and say, look, I'd like that temporary protected status for our families too. The one thing the administration points out is that this applies only to Venezuelans who have entered the United States before July 31st of this year. So anyone who has arrived in the last few weeks since August, say, well, they will not be eligible for that, including the people that we spoke with that you heard from in that piece. So that's the administration's stance on that. But we've also heard from people here that this is something the cartels likely could use to provide misinformation to people, to say, look, they're handing out work permits, you should all get over there, when in fact it's only for Venezuelans and only for those who arrived before July 31st of this year.
Right. So this is the sort of thing that the mayor of New York, Eric Adams, has been complaining about. He says, you know, part of the challenge for New York City and other cities is that it takes so long for migrants to get work permits that the city ends up having to house and feed and support them. And it's causing, their budgets to break. So is this likely to be the kind of program that, some of these cities like Chicago, like New York, are seeking? Will it ease the strain on shelter capacity?
Well, that's what they are hoping for, and that's why they were pushing the administration to come up with a program such as this one. In their view, if you have people able to work on their own, they won't need to depend on city or state housing. In New York, already saying they've spent $2 billion over the last year to house more than 100,000 migrants there. So that's why they pushed for it. Their view is that if you can get people to work, they will be able to stand on their own 2 feet and not have to rely on the state or the cities for housing, and then you can move them on to other places where those jobs are needed to be filled, so they won't necessarily be in the city where we've seen many people even having to sleep on the streets.
Yeah. Manny Bojorquez, thank you very much, Manny.